Hello, my lovelies. How's it going? Can I tell you? I was stuck in my teeth. Hold on. I totally forgot. It's Thursday. So I've been working on this gorgeous piece today. I just got in the mode, right? So Thursday is when I have an employee working. Gary Ann works on Thursday. So I got to be back here all day today and paint this gorgeous piece. That fly is going to die. Where's my fly? Hold up. So I looked up and it was 3:45 and I said, oh, cool, I almost get to go home. No, it's Thursday. It's Thrifty Thursday. I missed last week because I was sick. I was sick. It was a sucky week. My grandson got sick, running the fever. Then my daughter got sick, and then my baby girl, grandbaby got sick. She ended up in the ER. She was really sick, and then I got sick, and then her husband got sick. My husband never got it. I was so grateful that at least one of us did get it. So I only missed one day, but man, it just really wore me out. It's funny how you don't bounce back like you used to. So when you guys get on, say hi. I pulled out Christmas. I'm working on Christmas. I'm going to put you just down. Focus. There we go. So we got a bunch of new Christmas tissue paper in. How cute is this? It's just little scenes of Let Snow, Santa, like vintage looking. So I went in my back for storeroom and I have these blank, they're just like cardboard. I don't know what these are made of, but I got for some reason, probably to do a class that I never did. I should probably do a class. And they're like little banners. So I thought how fun would it be to take this and put it on here. So first things first, put a coat of white paint on these real quick. So then we can kind of figure out where we're going to go with them. Are you guys working on Christmas crafts yet? It's October. Like, how is it October? Is anybody surprised by that, like me? So my birthday is in October. So last year I turned 60. And I thought, wow, I can't believe I'm that old, right? How the hell did I get to be 60? And now I'm like, how has it been 1 year? It literally, I blinked and it's October again. My birthday's next week. Well, another 2 weeks. It's the 13th, whatever day that is. Less than 2 weeks. So I'm just like, just don't get it, right? Time flies, and it just makes you realize that you need to do what you want to do because it flies. These kids grow up fast. Things change too fast. Anybody else feeling that this year? I sure am this year feeling that. It's been picking up down here a little bit, which has been a blessing, let me tell you, because we need it. There's a bunch of more home decor stores popping up everywhere, so it's kind of nice that we've got them all in the same neighborhood. Now people can just make one stop in Nampa and shop a whole bunch. We have some fun events coming up in the holidays that we're doing with some of the other local stores here in downtown. So stay tuned for that. If you guys don't get my email, you can go on to tonatransformations.com and it'll pop up and say join my email list. And I send out an email about every Thursday. Try to do it every Thursday. Sometimes it's Friday. Sometimes we have to miss because of life. But we're pretty good. I'd say we're 95% get them out on time. That will keep you informed on the stuff that's going on down here in the store. Because you don't want to miss the fun activities. I have classes coming up. A couple of them. We have a macrame class in a couple weeks. If you've never taken a macrame class here, Tawny, who is our macrame guru, she's awesome. She's with Naughty Tawny. She does shows everywhere in the valley here. She's an amazing teacher. They're doing a really cool plant terrarium. I think it's $48. pretty inexpensive. It comes with everything you need. Grab your friends. It'd even be a good one you could do with like a teenager type of person. If you have a teen that wanted to do something with you. I had a class last weekend. I've had classes every single weekend for the last 3 weeks. So this weekend we do not have any classes down here. I had to take a break. I have to stop every once in a while. But next class that I will be teaching is October 20 something. And it is the skull. We're going to do the patina on the skulls. I'm going to use up all this white paint and I'll go to waste. If you guys are on here, say hi to me. I know there's a few of you on here. But yeah, we're going to do the patina skulls, the deer skulls. Idaho's a big hunting state, so a lot of people love that kind of stuff. They are faux deer skulls. They are not real. It's $59. If they were real, it would be like $300, right? They're expensive. So we're going to be doing that. I'm going to show you guys how to use all the patina paint and do all that fun stuff with patina. Okay, so we've got our blanks with white paint. I'm going to set those aside. Pick a design that's cute. They're all cute, actually. I like this Santa. Oh, I love this one right here. This one's really cute with the reindeer. So I'm just going to grab some water and a paintbrush, and this probably going to use them all eventually. So I'm just going to run. This is such cute paper. So this could be used for a variety of things, right? You could use the whole thing and make a decoupage, or you could take them all piece by piece, like I'm going to, and use them. Why? You did not die. Paint around with the water. And just pull it apart. And then on this one, marking it. You just want it to be, and there you got one. I'm going to fit on there. I love this little deer. This deer is so cute. So I just thought it might be kind of fun to do some kind of Christmas decorations. Make these look really old. The vintage Christmas is very much in style, and pink Christmas is very much in style, which totally speaks my language, right? You know me and pink. Love me some pink. Okay. Just pull it. That's cute. That might or might not fit. Oh, the Let It Snow one is really cute too. So just very easily, you just take a paintbrush with water on it and let the paintbrush allow you to pick the lines that way to tear. It's pretty simple. And it just pretty much tears. It tears very easily this way as opposed to trying to tear it without it being wet. This is how I use all my decoupage paper. It's cute. And we like to have a, we like to have like a rigid or a jiggy jaggy line, because then you can't tell where you started and stopped, right? It makes it look more natural. Even when I do furniture, same type of thing, you guys. So what's everybody doing? Anything fun? You guys are quiet. Okay, so I probably won't get to all of them, but I did 4 blanks, so I'll cut 4 pieces. Multitask and do as many as I can, right? Okay, let's know. So the reason that we painted our stuff white is so that our paper would really show. These are cute. Not gonna need much. How cute that is. Oh my gosh, Santa. Little Santa. was poking through. He's adorable. Now this one, the only thing is going the wrong way, and this flag has the thing going this way. So what we'll do is probably just cut off. We'll just use part of it each side. This side. I think I like the candy canes in front of him. I could go that way, but it's kind of wonky, right, if you hold it. Yeah, I think I'd rather like just have them go across, maybe. And let's just take off the extra. What do you think? What a good call. Too late now. And then that one will fit right there. I didn't grab my decoupage medium. Let me get it. So what we use is Dixie Belle Satin Clear Coat. It is by far the best decoupage medium that I've ever used. It works really good. I still have a cough. Hi, Ronnie. I'm feeling better. Not good. Like not back to normal, but better. Better. Still tired. Flying around me, I will kill you. So yeah, kicked my butt. It was hard. Hopefully that's it for the season, right? No more. I'm done. I'm done. Dixie Belle's Clear Coat down first. We've already painted these with some white, and then put our decoupage over the top. Are you guys crafting for Christmas? Like, this is a really good thing. This would be super fun to do with your kids. Any age could do this. I have this tissue paper in stock. I have to tell you what this one is called. I have 2 more sheets of this one. It's on my website, and this one is called Pink Christmas Frames. There's another fly now. Who wants to get killed too? Pink Christmas Frames. So it comes on a sheet, and it has just all this variety of. I have another one with frames too, and I don't think it's pink. It's a different color. Okay. Oh, I missed. How did I miss that? Oh, I did get them. It's, you know what's going on is our doors are open because it's so nice out, right? So I have that big garage door out front, and they're just like, we're here. God, I swear to God, you kill one and 20 more come. They all want to join in on the fun, I guess. So these are really easy to put on. Just one coat of decoupage, which is the Satin Clear Coat. Boy, I'm good. Sweep my floor after this. I hate flies. Anybody else? Ugh. Why were flies ever like made? I mean, I know why. There's a purpose for everything. Like, damn, annoying. Them and the wasp. The wasp, when I'm in my pool in the summertime, ugh, so annoying. They always land in the pool, always sting the kids. Every flipping year, my grandkids are always getting stung. Like, quit swatting at them. They won't sting you. They just want to drink the water. Which I don't know why, because once they drink it, my pool's a saltwater pool. I think they die anyhow, so stupid. Okay, we just did 4 of these lickety split. These are cute. This is the perfect little, this already looks rustic. Yeah, I don't have to do nothing else, right? How cute is that? Oh my God. The flies will be gone soon. Yeah, you know why? Because it'll be freezing. That's the only consolation. Once it gets cold, they all die. That means it's going to be cold. I don't want it to be cold. I hate winter. I need to live in Florida in the winter. Does anybody help me out with that? How do I do that? Okay, now what am I going to do? Help me, help me, help me. I kind of just like them just like they are, to be honest with you. You know what I might just do is just, they're kind of cute. Just like that. But I wouldn't mind crackling them and adding some darkness to them. I think I don't even have to do anything. Just crackle them and make them look gold. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Tell me your thoughts. Here's the floor that I just did. Right? They're kind of cute. They're kind of stinking cute. This one's really cute. Let me go grab my heat gun so I can dry them. I gotta get the clear cup to dry. Let me grab my crackle. Crackle. This is new stuff that I got you guys, and I am like obsessed with using it. There's a couple different types of crackle we can play with. I don't know that I put it on my website yet. I always forget to put things on my website because I manually have to physically put them on there. Let's just try this. It's super cute, right? Just like this. You know the funny thing about being sick? I've not had an appetite. Like I haven't been eating during the day, which is not hurting me at all. And now I'm starving right now. I just had a pepperoni stick before I went on because I was like, wow, I forgot to eat lunch. I'm thinking I'm going to make my husband take me out to dinner though. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? I think it does. Either that or I'm going to take something home. I'm just tired. I'm tired. I hate being tired. I feel like a slug and I don't want to feel like a slug. Let's use the two different types of crackle on these. Okay, so we have a fine line crackle and the regular crackle. So let's use the two different types and see what happens. So there's two different kinds. This is by Pent Art. It is called Fine Line Crackle. It gives you those little teeny tiny cracks, like small, tiny. Where's my jar? Jeez. Guess I need to put Vaseline on that wood before I seal it next time. Thanks. I've only used this a couple times. And I don't have any strength either. You love to go to dinner? Out to dinner, Ronnie? Who doesn't, right? I love going out to dinner. So this is a two-step process. This is component number one. So you put it on with a brush. It's like a glue. And I'm just going to pretty much put it over, so I can put it over the whole thing. Paint and all. And the picture. Cool thing about this is a really good crackle to use over decoupage because it doesn't require a second coat of paint to make it crack. A lot of the crackle that we're used to using, like we've used our whole lives, right, is you put a coat of paint down and then you put crackle down and then you put the second coat of paint and then it cracks. Well, this stuff will crack and then you put a stuff in it and you rub it and it goes into the cracks. This is like a really thick, like glue substance almost. Okay, so let that one dry. That's that one. I need to put some Vaseline in this jar because that was really tight. We'll let that dry. And then let's use the classic crackle, which gives you a different crackle look. I like that stuff off this brush. Let's try to take. Yikes. Okay, this gives it a different, that one gives like the porcelain crackle look. So this one is classic crackle. This comes in two steps. I have these kits available in the store right now for the product. We'll try these white like this, and then I didn't even try to put a really good coat of paint down, right? So we're just going to crackle them and see what they look like. My idea is to make them look like they're super just old vintage plaques, which to me would be more fun. So that's why I didn't even spend much time painting them. So I think they're going to be more fun this way. We'll see what happens. I'll just do 2 of them. Because I could blend around the sides and do all the fun things, but so the thicker you put the crackle on, supposedly like the crazier the cracks are. And I'm not one to like put stuff on thinly, of course. I always like to glob everything on. So this has to dry, and we're going to force it dry here in 2 seconds again. That stuff off. So this is by Pent Art. Like I said, these are 2, component 1, component 2, component 1, component 2. I just bought these in the smaller thing. I will tell you, I've already used this on like 4 projects, and this is a $35 set, and they're only 100 milliliters. I don't even know what that is, what 4 ounces each, but it's gonna last. It's gonna last. So I don't feel like the price it's expensive, but I think it's going to work. It's unlike any crackle I've ever used, any other crackle. I'm not kidding you. Unfreaking believable, the cracks that it gives. So it is obviously better to let it do its thing naturally. And you always can force things, but when you force them, sometimes they don't work as good as if you just let them dry on their own. So sometimes doing like what I'm doing is not always the smartest thing. So if I were to do these on my own and not giving a lie, I would just let them dry naturally and not try to force them to dry, because they are more effective when they're like that. Does that make sense? Until it's just dry. I love the vintage feel of these already. This one right over here totally reminds me of something I had as a kid. That deer totally reminds me of something I had with a deer on it. Not a Christmas thing, but like a deer. I'm trying to think of what it was, or a lunch pail or a toy box or something that I had that deer on it. So it has that vintage cutesy, that cartoony cutesy thing. Oh, I love that stuff. Because we are vintage, right? I mean, I'm vintage. I know a lot of you are vintage. Yeah, I may pick up food and just go home, because now I'm thinking, by the time I get home and be tired, I don't want to go out again. We live out of town. We live quite a ways out of town, actually. So we either go to like back to town, which I don't want to do, or like out to the country where there's like one restaurant, which is hit or miss, right? Because it could be the night where everybody in town is eating out. So okay, this one's drying, almost dry. Got to get pretty dry for the second component to work. Okay. So this is the one where we use the fine line. It's pretty much dries to kind of like this little satin finish. So then you take component 2, which is kind of a brown color. And I can get a different brush. I probably should shake this. And then you stick it on. Yeah, I think for the cost of these, I mean, at first I was like, holy crap, they're expensive. But to be honest, as far as they go, and you use them on projects, not like painting a piece of furniture with fine line crackle. I have painted the front of some of my decoupage with the fine line crackle when I wanted it to be really cool looking. And like on my reindeer signs and stuff. But this is going to be fun. Just these vintage looking little guys are just cute as heck. I love this paper, actually. Absolutely adore it. So I do have this available, the paper. Okay, so that's that. Put that one to the side. I'll spill these. They're too expensive to spill. Put that to the side. And then this one's pretty much dry. This is component number 2. They are well marked. And luckily they're marked on here and on here because I could just see me putting the wrong lid right on the wrong one. Have you done that? Some of my waxes have that, and I'm always like, which lid goes with which one? So why don't you guys just see the difference in the 2 types of crackle? This bigger jar is $50, 50 some odd dollars. So, I mean, it's a lot more product. It's a better price, you know, per ml if you buy a bigger one, if you're going to use it a lot. Once you start using this stuff, though, you're never going to use the other kind of crackles again, because those other crackles don't work well over like a decoupage. I've tried it and tried to make it crack, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Where this one's pretty steady. It pretty much works every flipping time so far, until I say that tonight and it doesn't work. Like I said, I'm always afraid when I force things that they're not going to work. And that's the one thing. If you could just sit here for another, you know, half an hour, 20 minutes and let this dry naturally, I'm sure we would get a better effect in the long run. But we can't be afforded that kind of time. So, okay, let's just see what happens. Try to hold it further away. So yeah, we've got no classes this weekend for once. Like I said, I've taught 3 weekends in a row, and it was awesome. I wish I would have put like a class like this up. This would have been fun. Simple. Would have been fun to do. I still can. I don't have much classes in November because November is the time when everybody's busy. If this turns out really cute, maybe I will. I think I have enough to do a little fun $25, $30 class with this kind of stuff. That'd be kind of fun. I haven't wanted to do fine line crackle in a class because it's too expensive of a product to do in class, right? It's crazy expensive. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this in class because people tend to use way too much product. I probably minus money. But these are so stinking thick to make the vintage. Oh, they're dry already. Wow. This one I can see crack, actually. It's still wet in some spots. This one, I don't see it. I don't see it at all, but it doesn't mean that it isn't. It's hard to see because there's nothing on it yet. And sometimes the heat can hinder it, so let's hope that it's not hindering me. Burning my fingers, putting underneath the freaking. This thing has a really hot, see that? It's a really hot heat gun. It's a great craft gun, but it puts out some heat. Oh, who loves watching paint dry? Not me. This one dry. This stuff is really shiny, and that's the one thing I guess I don't like about it, is that it's super shiny. It's not so shiny. Is it in there? I don't want to bubble it. Okay, we'll see what happens. I'm not sure if it cracked or not. Want it to kind of cool off. Remember we started, these were just cardboard, right? Cardboard little things. You can probably pick these up at Amazon or Michael's or something. I bought a whole bunch of these. The company was going out of business and I just bought a ton. Okay, so the crackle, the two parts on there, it's pretty shiny. See the gloss? This one, not so much. This is the regular crackle. Classic crackle. This one's the fine line. Okay, now we're going to put some, I'm going to put a glove on, and we're going to put some stuff in the cracks and see if we can get it to, because this is a solvent-based product that you stick on the cracks. It is very stinky. So I have this dark brown. It's an antiquing paste. Let me get that. Let's see what it does. So we're just going to smear it all over it, right? You cannot use any old wax. So you can't just use like gilding wax that you have. You have to, and this stuff smells. You can smell, it's a solvent base. You can smell it. You can definitely smell that it's a solvent based product, meaning it stinks. So you put it on like this and rub it in. Put it next to and just keep rubbing it into the surface. So you can't, I can't just use like all the gilding waxes, like my Dixie Belle gilding wax. It says that it won't work. And I've been researching this stuff, and people are like, don't take the chance because it will like react weird. You have to use the stuff that of course it comes with. Usually we can find workarounds, right? So I haven't tried that because I'm listening to these people that have been doing this way longer than me and trying to be cognizant of what they're saying because they've done it. Okay, now let's wipe it off. So there we go. We've got, oops. All the lines. Kind of dirty looking, to be honest. So it cracked a lot on the sides right here. It does look antique now. It does look vintage. So this one, we could try a totally different color. So I have different colors. There's copper. There's like this yellow gold. There's this gold. Which one should I use? I'm kind of liking this one. Let's try that. We don't always have to use a dark brown. Why not? I've used this one before. I don't think I've used the other ones. Let me try this one. What's this one? I haven't used this one yet. Or copper. Have I used copper? No. What do you think? Copper, gold, dark gold. Let's try copper. I haven't used it, so. Let's see if it cracked at all. Oh, it sure did. So you rub it on. And the idea is it's supposed to look like porcelain that's really old, like it's called crazing on porcelain. And if I would have let it do its thing naturally, I seriously believe that it gives it a better effect. I really do. Because then I'm not forcing it to do something that it needs to just normally do. Okay, now let's get this stuff off. Cool, that's a lot of copper. It's kind of cool. It actually looks like a metal plaque now. Kind of looks like a metal. That's cool. Okay. So let's see if we can get close. Is it focusing? The lighting sucks. Can you see it? I can't really see it that much. I'm trying to show you. Here's the cracks right here. Can you see anything? There you go. See that? That's what it's supposed to look like. And to be honest, it didn't do it at all over here. It did a little bit. So I think it did it on the bottom, but hardly any on the picture. So personally, I think letting it dry naturally. So this one, you can see it right there. And see how these cracks are like little squares? This is the classic crackle, little tiny squares. This is the fine line crackle. Do you see how it cracked like an egg? Or like porcelain? It does. It looks just like when you have a porcelain pitcher, a really old one, and it does. It's called crazing, and it crazes all over it. So I'm going to do these two and let them dry like they're supposed to. Each coat, I'm going to let do its thing instead of forcing it, and see if there is a difference. And I bet you I'll do that tomorrow. I bet you that I'm going to, because I really believe that sometimes these products, when we force them, they don't get the true effect. Just like patina. That's why I didn't do a patina class for so long, because when you force dry the patina, it does not patina like it's supposed to. So if you guys signed on late, let me show you what I just finished. It'll be out in the store hopefully tomorrow. Oops. Where's my camera? So this dresser is very vintage, very big, very heavy. 3 drawers, 2 drawers on the top. Look at these freaking pulls. Like, stunning, right? Isn't she pretty? Just finished her. The top is the wood all the way to the bottom. The floral on this one, mwah. I'm pretty proud of this one. I'm getting really good at this stuff. Like better and better every day. And then this one is out. This one's ready, and this one's going out. I need to stage them both and take pictures. This is a cute little, what you call it, lingerie chest. I sold everything with florals on it. So I have nothing left. So I had to make 2 really quick. The wood with the floral paper is nice, right? It's so pretty. So, all right, you guys. Well, I'm going to go grab some food and head to the barn. Right. Wash out all my paintbrushes. Okay, you guys, if you have any questions, you know where to get me. I'll see you next Thursday. Go out and be fabulous. And have a really fantastic evening as I drop the camera on the ground. And I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.